It was fun. It was, they're dealing with a lot of stuff. I mean, honestly, kids today have a lot to over. You can still see with the Trayvon Martin thing that even though we have a black president, we're not necessarily post-racial. The isms are still around: sexism, racism, classism, lookism. So they got to deal with that. They still got to try to get to prom, get that party, get that car. That's what teenagers are doing.
Okay.
But they're doing it real fast. Like, they can do good and bad really quick. And I think We the Party, you see that.
All right. Well, that's awesome. So Friday, it's in theaters.
April 6th.
Yeah.
April 6th. Is this your first movie or?
First major role. Yeah,
first
feature film.
So your dad hooked it up.
I hooked it up, right?
See, at the same time, it wasn't like nepotism or nothing because we made a deal with ourselves that we was gonna show up early, know all our lines, and set an example for the other cast members. So like they would see, look, if that's their sons showing up early, then we at least got to be on time, or else we don't look.
And part of what was cool with that was that I had directed, 50 in the movie All Things Fall Apart, and so they met 50 early on, and when he was full weight. And then when he lost all that weight, I started calling him 25 Cent. They were like amazed at the discipline he had to lose that weight. So amazing. I think he had kind of inspired them to really do it. Because the first one to hear about the movie when we were talking about We the Party was 50. I sat down with him. He said, "Man, you should talk to the New Boys." And we were talking about what groups we should have in the movie. And he was like, "That's who you should have."
Right.
And so, in fact, if you look at it, one of the characters in the movie is named Big D in We the Party. And that comes directly from the character he plays in All Things Fall Apart.
Well, that actually, I wanted to definitely talk to you about that as well. What was that experience like for you? Because I mean, we all actually went and saw the screening of that film, and it was definitely really moving. And then it was super impressive to see 50 drop that weight. But what's like the biggest extreme you went to for a part?
Well, the most extreme that I had to ever lose weight was when I played Malcolm X in the movie Ali with Will Smith. And Will was gaining weight, and I had to lose weight. And I was trying to lose. Michael Mann, the director, wanted me to lose up to 20 pounds. I think, and usually I'm like 184 or something, but I don't have a lot of fat on me. I'm not like a big dude. But I had to get down to 160, and that was rough. I had to drop all the carbs, and man, I was like irritable.
I weigh 160. Yeah, no.
No, so it was that was a trip. But to see 50 really do it, and he was still pleasant and like nice to work with.
Right.
This brother is really focused. I can never really work with, and so that was cool to have him around my kids because it's like, you want your kids to know that it's a lot of hard work to do these things.
Right.
And I always say there's 3 loves in your life: love what you do, love who you do it with, and love what you say with it. And We the Party, we got to do all 3. But in part of that, being around people like 50, you got to be around people that inspired.
Right.
You and my kids say, "Oh wow, he got discipline." Like my dad has mad discipline.
Right.
It's like my dad, the original badass. He will get some stuff done.
Right.
And as you know, in life, there's a lot of folks, especially in the arts, that talk a lot of stuff, but they don't actually complete it.
Right.
So you kind of go, I don't know if these guys are real, but 50 was for real. He did his thing.
Oh yeah, his game is not a joke at all.
No.
You guys seem like you have it really together as a family. We often see Hollywood families just really in shambles, people in rehab, people getting, arrested, all kinds of scandals going on. How do you keep it, so level, I guess?
Well, part of it, I think, is that being brothers and whatnot, we just kind of have to have a very tight relationship. Nah.
Oh, I was about to be like, wow.
No.
Okay.
Not even like that. But anyways, it's something that everything is based off of relationship with family. If you don't have a right family, money's only going to amplify what you are. If you're an asshole, you're going to be a big asshole with money. If you're nice, you're going to be a really nice guy with money. So it's one of those things where it's kind of like you got to keep your family together because that's got to come first. You know what I mean?
Okay. That's awesome. Yeah, you guys are. And you have a few more children as well.
Yeah, I have 3 boys and 2 girls.
Okay.
And my girls are mad cool, and like my eldest daughter, Maya. And the other thing is Maya, like you're right. So Maya spent time working in Ghana in an orphanage.
That's awesome.
And Mandela was teaching in South Africa last summer. Michaela was teaching in Thailand. So we all like get out the box, like try to go somewhere else, see something different, and learn what other folks doing. So don't just stay in America and take that too personally. Travel, expand, and give back. And I think if you do that, it keeps you more level. You don't end up with You don't want no brat ass Hollywood kids, man.
Because
I think again, it's like kind of like I always say, it's like someone said the other day, you guys have a Van Peebles dynasty because We the Party, my dad's in the movie too.
Right.
I think it's more like a family farm.
Right.
And my dad's like, got the shotgun up on the porch, got them overalls on. I'm working a tractor. My boys are working the field. So so we're much more ghetto than that. We're kind of like the Jacksons without the talent, but we know how we have business acumen.
Talented,
you know what I mean?
Right.
Which is like show business is now called show arts. what's cool about We the Party, it shows that some kids are starting to think smart is the new gangster. That's why, like what 50's doing. There's a scene, you remember the scene in All Things Fall Apart where my character says to 50, all of us want to play ball.
Right.
But very few of us learn to own the team.
Right.
All of us want to rap, but how many of us can own the label? Do you know what I mean? All of us want to drink the Kool-Aid. How many of us can drink the vitamin water and own it? Do you know what I mean? So he's already thinking like that, which is great. You know, if people can make money from you, guess what? You can make money from you. And that's so whether my boys are in art or, you know, film or directing or, you know, business, I hope they always carry forward work ethic and some people skills.
Well,
you know what I mean?
that's awesome. If you guys are just tuning into This Is 50 Radio, Mario Van Peebles is in the building, and we have his beautiful son. Sorry to say that, but you guys are gorgeous. And the movie's coming out this Friday.
Yeah, We the Party.
6th,
We the
April
Party.
6th. Well, hey, check it out on Facebook if you want. You just like the page, facebook.com/We the Party Movie.
Okay.
Twitter at We the Party. Yes.
How about you? Do you guys Twitter?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
we
yeah,
do.
yeah.
Yeah. What's your? Yeah. Let's Twitter. Since your dad is slow on it,
I'm
let
a
me,
little slow on
let me
the
follow
Twitter.
you guys.
No, this Mandela right now. My Twitter is at XL Mandela, XLMANDELA.
Okay.
This is Mikalo. I'm at Kalo Van P. KAYLOVANP.
Okay. Awesome.
And I'm Mario, and you just call me "Hey you" when you see me pass by.
Yeah, he's slow
Don't
on the
follow
Twitter.
me, just say hi to me in real life. Okay. I have a question for you in regards to like.
You got some good questions, Maya.
Yeah, you know what? I've been thinking about this because I got really
Yeah, she got
excited
some
when
good
you were coming
questions,
on.
man.
I was like, I remember all the movies, like Posse, all the
Right.
Posse. You had a sex scene in it that
Yeah,
I got
with Sally
embarrassed
Richardson.
about when I
Sally
was like
Richardson.
12. I was like, oh my god, it was like my first. I don't remember. I was like, oh shit.
That's Sally Richardson, who's
Did you
in
see
We
that?
the Party.
Yeah. Oh,
She's in
really?
We the Party, yeah.
What do you guys
Dude.
feel like when you see your dad in like love scenes and stuff?
We grew up seeing it. That's
Oh,
what
you
I can say.
grew up
That's how we were made.
Oh, sorry. Got to knock first.
What's the
How do you think they got here? Okay.
What's the craziest thing you've done to get a part? Like to actually
get a part?
Yeah. Have you ever had to like
Dude,
really put yourself?
some actors will sleep with you for a part in a movie.
Right.
You know, some actresses will sleep with you for a part in their hair.
Oh wow!
No, and I don't know them. No,
I don't know.
You know what? What did I do? You know, I'm not that guy. Okay, craziest thing I ever did to do the part. Okay, check this out.
Okay.
I had a part in a movie called Cotton Club, and it was like that. I needed this break, right? And I was thinking, how am I gonna get this my movie were done, right? So I found out the character I was up for was a real character. So I found out what he looked like, and I went to the library and researched it, and I got a picture of him. I said, how hard can it be to take a picture? So I went out, made myself look just like him, made the lighting look just like him. I took a picture of me looking just like him, and I printed up a bunch of Xeroxes of it, looking me and him side by side. And I had my mother go hang it up in the place where I was going to go audition. And my mother's white. She's a little old white lady. So they didn't know at all that we were kin, you know.
Right.
So she goes in there, just puts the picture up everywhere. By the time I auditioned, they thought I had the role.
Oh,
and I got the role.
Oh, so that was awesome.
Totally cheated,
That was a
man.
good. See,
But you know what it is? It's you got to use everything. You got to use all your skills, your people skills, everything.
resources, whatever. You
Resources. And then after that, you help other people get in.
Okay.
You know? So I think again, like, the other thing is my dad gave me some good advice. So when you started out, there's 4 phases in your life. Do you guys know the 4 phases?
Mario who?
Get me Mario.
have. Get me Mario.
Give me a young Mario.
And Mario who? Because you end up back at Mario who. So do something you're proud of while you're there.
Right.
You know, and I know 50 knows that. Make some movies you're proud of. Do some things that you're cool with, and then get off the stage. Everybody wants to get on the mic, but not everybody got a lot of stuff to say that's credible.
Right. That's very true.
You know.
Can you tell us what like the set was like for what is that?
We the Party?
We the Party definitely, but I'd like to know about like
New Jack City?
City. Yes.
New Jack City was, we shot that here in New York, and it was my first feature. Kind of when you do your first feature, it's like going into a haunted house and you only have 3 bullets in your gun, so you got to be really careful with who you shoot at.
Right.
You know, you got to really know. And it was like, I think it's working with lighting and working with camera, working with script, but it's really at the end of the day working with people.
Right.
And that you got to have the people skills to get Wesley to agree not to play the cop, but to play the gangster.
Right.
In New Jack, because originally he wanted to play the cop, and Ice-T sure didn't want to play a cop.
Yeah.
And he wanted to play the gangster. And to get them to flip roles, that was 1. Then 2, to get Chris Rock in the middle of that and say, okay, Chris, I'm going to teach you. I'm going to work with you on the drama, but you got the comedy. So a lot of the toughest things was really getting all that straight. You know, the people skills to do it. And then, as I say in acting, good acting is what, boys? What's good acting?
Reacting.
Good acting is reacting.
I love
So
these
you know, they got to play the truth.
Okay.
You know, I got all my isms. I got
Yeah.
to tell them, but watch this. I got a good one. Minimum effort now means
Minimum wage later.
You guys are awesome.
You know, enough brothers know that minimum effort now means your ass will be minimum wage later.
Right.
You dropping out.
This is another one of his. This you know, you drop out of the schoolhouse, you welcome to the
jailhouse.
Oh,
That's right. They waiting for us. Seriously, man. That prison. You look. Why were black folks brought to America? Not to run for president, not to make no Air Jordan, not to be 50. No, we were brought to work as cheap labor to work the cotton fields. We're brought over in chains. So when they incarcerate you, you can't vote. You're back in chains and you're cheap labor. That's modern day slavery.
Right.
And they're waiting for you to F up so they can put you back in. So I try to make sure. You know, and their target anyway. You know, you got to pull that hoodie off. You know about that.
Yeah.
Don't wear that hoodie. You know, so
Like, you
gotta,
look like a Hawaiian surfer, so you're good.
He's all good. I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
just do that.
New Orleans.
That'll be good, and you're good.
So you know, so I try to teach him how to survive and get it done.
What do you think about Spike Lee getting that whole, lashback from retweeting the address of the supposed that guy? What's Zimmerman's
I have
address?
to honestly say I love Spike. Spike is like that kid in school that you sit there in class, you're trying to be cool, and there's that one brother that just says what the hell is on his mind. I love that about him. If he doesn't like some Medea or whatever his issues are, he will say it. You know, a lot of us try to be cool and go, well, and Spike will just come out and he's like that. You know, what's that story about the kid, the emperor's clothes?
Yeah.
That he can see the emperor's not wearing any clothes. That's Spike. He calls it as he see it. I love. Sometimes he's going to make a mistake, get it right or get it wrong.
Right.
But look what Spike did, and a lot of folks did, including Tyler Perry in this case. They brought attention to the case.
Right.
If it wasn't for that attention, you think this would be going down now? No.
Yeah.
You know, it would be justice, as in just us.
Do you think we're doing or the celebrities are doing enough who actually have, the power of the people?
I think we're crazy if we think whatever the outcome is that just because we have a black president that we're post-racial.
That's
true. We have Jackie Robinson played baseball. Didn't mean baseball was integrated.
Right.
We're not post-racial. We still got all the isms, looksism, sexism, racism, classism. It's the struggle's still there.
Right.
So if you don't know that, you're not in America anyway. So whatever these little incidents are, there are a whole lot of them. We've all had that experience. So it's for people outside that are not, folks of color. Sometimes they don't get that experience, so they don't know what goes on.
Right.
But everybody else, probably everyone in the room, has had some experience with it or knows someone who has. So,
do you like acting or directing better?
it's like which hand? I love both. Man.
Okay.
It's all part of the same body. When you grow up in an independent filmmaking family, you learn a little about acting, directing. The other day I was, being directed by this guy here.
Oh.
He's got his little. He had me in there acting for free because I made him act for no money. And then as I was getting ready to rap out, I thought he was going to treat me like a star. He said, Dad, he flattered me. You got big guns. I said, really? He said, yeah, carry the boom mic. He sucker punched me, man. Put me on the emotional sucker punch. So I'm holding the boom mic, but his boom mic was on the budget, so it's the pool cleaner with a mic taped to the end and the cord wrapped
It's a
around.
recession, y'all.
I like it.
I ain't trying to
I like
run
it.
no
That's
boom mic.
resourceful.
So like I told you about the family farm, that's
Right.
us. And then he took his son, Michaelo's room as a
Man,
as a
okay,
set.
I go down there with my girlfriend, and it looks like a porno shoot. My room has got lights and cameras and
Put him
everything.
on the bed.
I'm like,
He's
what is
like-
going on? He's like, you're using your room.
She says to Michaela, "You expecting company?"
That
You
is
almost blew
funny.
up his spot, man.
You guys are great. Thank you so much for coming.
Maya,
Thank you.
You guys
for
are
having us
you guys
on.
are a great family. We the Party is out on Friday,
April
so
6th.
everybody go see it.
Yeah.
Is there any other movies that you guys are working on or thinking about? Or
No, man. If this does well, we gonna go. We ain't gonna
Go to
return
the
no
moon.
phone calls.
Yeah.
We're gonna be Hollywood assholes.
so we're not going to see you guys anymore.
If
I'll
it
be
doesn't
back.
do well, we'd be selling tube socks and oranges. So you'll see me handing out flyers on 40 Deuce. Girls, we got them. So
Girls, we got 'em.
no, life.
right.
Hollywood's a funny place. One day you're on a billboard because everyone loves you. Next day on a milk carton because no one knows where your ass is.
I know.
So
But
take
if-
each step as it comes.
Yep.
Kipling had a great poem where he says, "Meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same."
That is
'Cause
cool.
sometimes you're here, sometimes you're here. But if you're cool with yourself, you're cool with your family, you're already
That's
cool.
all that you need.
That's all extra then.